Hey, what's poppin'? This your boy Jay the Comedian. Good morning! How are y'all doing today? How am I doing? I feel sick. I don't know what it is. I woke up, I worked out real good yesterday, went for a nice little run out on the treadmill, and now I feel sick. Ah! Anyway, I'll feel better later, I know. Today I want to talk to you guys about how brainwashing can happen to you and how to try to avoid it. Okay? Well, one of the things that we all need to know about brainwashing is that basically, something that I didn't know at first is that brainwashing can only happen with your participation. Now listen to that, because I want you to hear it. Brainwashing can only happen if you participate in your own brainwashing. Now, it is not as simple as, all right, cool, I guess we're being brainwashed today. I'm with that. That's cool. No, it's not going to happen like that. It's going to slowly and meticulously be put forth in front of you. You know what I mean? You won't even notice it's happening. But eventually, more and more, you're going to be told that you're not worthy and that you need help and you need others and you're not good enough. And the day you start to believe that you're not good enough, you have just successfully helped within your own brainwashing. Now, there's a reason behind this, because once they take away the ability for you to be okay with yourself and have confidence and faith in yourself and your own abilities, now they can put themselves in that place. Now they can say, okay, now you listen to me now. Now we both can agree that you aren't good enough. And since we can both agree that you aren't good enough, and I was the person to inform you that you weren't good enough, then you know that I am good enough to do whatever, needs to be done. And I need you to do whatever I tell you to do. That's how brainwashing works. You have to be able to have confidence in yourself and your own abilities. And you have to be able to be okay with failure. Because this is the thing. When it comes to success and being successful and having good things happen to you, part of that is failure. That's part of the way to get there. It's part of the route. If you're on your path to success, you got to take a couple turns down failure drive. That's just how you get there. I've never met a successful person who didn't experience massive failure. The thing is that they don't call it failure. We need to stop calling it failure in the first place. When you go through a certain obstacle and you run into it and it's hard and you thought it was going to work and it didn't work, guess what? You've now gained the knowledge of the path. You know this isn't the way to the path. You know this is definitely not the way to go. And that isn't failure, that's learning. That's getting in your mind the best route. You just learned a way that's not a route. And not only did you learn it, if somebody else coming behind you want to know, you can now inform them. Yo, don't go that way. There's monsters over there. Monsters that like to slap butt cheeks. Don't go that way. It's called failure drive. I thought it was the right route. It looked right until I got my butt cheeks slapped by that monster. Then I was confirmed not to be right. The point is this. When it comes to your brainwashing, they need you to believe that you can't do it and that you can't succeed on your own. You can succeed on your own, and you could be very amazed by what you can do. But you got to do it. You know what I mean? You can't rely on others to come save you. I know a lot of you believe in God and stuff like that, but God is not going to come save you. Especially if you're an ex-Jehovah Witness, you know for a fact, God is not going to come out the sky and say, okay, hey, look, this ain't it. You have to do that on your own. And the same way is how brainwashing works. Now, once we realize that it takes ourself to get brainwashed, then you have to understand that it takes yourself to become unbrainwashed. You know what I mean? Now, it's different things you could do, because a lot of times people who are brainwashed, they don't know they're brainwashed. You know what I mean? But there's a certain path that I, made for myself, right? First off, question everything. Even things you think you're sure about, you still question it, because even when it comes to stuff that you're sure about, if you question it, you'll either end up with a stronger argument or you'll get your mind changed. And now you'll have more information in the end. And you can put forth a better argument, or you can reason with yourself or others better, because you had the mental fortitude to test it out and question something that you thought you knew the 100% answer to. Just accept that in life, you don't know the 100% answer to every single question that there is. That's a good start. That's actually a great start. That should be your starting block at all given times. I don't know, but I'll find out. And what I do think I know, if you think you know more, all right, let me see your evidence. Let me hear what you got to say. Let's find out why you reached the conclusion you reached and it's different than mine. That's a good starting point. Very good starting point. Now, there are other things in life as far as the brainwashing that you need to consider and that you always need to keep in mind, okay? If you're getting information and that information is biased information, you know what I'm saying? If that information shines one thing above the other, and the information is beneficial to the person that's telling you, right? Like, let's say they're part of a group or a party or whatever, and everything they tell you benefits that group or that party. Well, I'm going to tell you, if you do any type of research, the opposing party or group will always have different information for you. And you need, in order to get to the truth, you need to listen to both. And once you listen to both, the truth is usually somewhere in the middle. You know what I mean? I know you've heard of this before. There's my story, your story, and the truth. You know? The truth is usually in the middle of the two stories. But the reason I'm telling you this is because the Jehovah Witnesses strictly forbid you to hear the other side of the story. And they still claim to have the truth when they don't practice any metric that usually gets to the truth. Like, we know that, you need to hear the defense, you need to hear the offense, I forgot, the prosecution, right? In order to get to the full story of the matter. You need to look at evidence, talk to the witnesses. There's a bunch of things you need to do in order to get to the truth. And they're just like, no, we're going to just tell you what the truth is. That should be a red flag, ladies and gentlemen. And you should keep your mind focused on things like that in order to never become brainwashed again. Now, if you have anything in your life in which you're like, no, I don't question that, this is the truth. Anything that you even feel like you're 100% sure about, question it. Research. But do good research, though, because in the information age, there is so much information out there that you have to also understand that there's a lot of bad information out there. And it doesn't matter how passionately somebody speaks or how educated they are. Any and everybody is capable of delivering and sustaining bad evidence or bad reasoning. Information is not just automatically good because you heard it from a doctor or because you heard it from a quote-unquote specialist or professional. It's not. It doesn't work that way. You know what I mean? You have to, at some point, do your own research and use logic, reasoning, and have confidence in yourself. Know that you're not dumb. You're not an idiot. And people who try to, make you feel that you are and that you need, and that they're somehow more qualified to tell you something, no. I have eyes, I have ears, and I have the ability to think logically. You know what I mean? If you have those things, and if you're willing to actually put forth an earnest effort to get real information, and the information doesn't sound completely insane, then yeah, this is how you get over brainwashing people. This is how you do it. It's a little scary sometimes, especially when you're XJW, because but the thing is, it shouldn't be that scary when you're XJW, because you know what it's like to wake up. Not too many people have that privilege in life. The ability to go through a bad situation and have the strength to wake up from it, you know, and walk away and say, no, this is not right. You know how many current Jehovah's Witnesses that is that just cannot do that and have not been able to do that and probably won't be able to do that, you know? So, in your lifetime, if you want to get over brainwashing, I'm going to have a series where I basically talk about different techniques used in order to brainwash people, because I think that'll be helpful, and I think that people would enjoy that type of content. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, and it should be coming up soon. And also update on my comedy special. This coronavirus thing, all the comedy clubs are shut down, and any venue I could possibly want, they're not having too many people there. And it's still gonna happen. I gotta wait. We're playing the waiting game. My comedy, like the jokes I'm gonna do, they're all done. It's just the waiting game now. But if you still want to contribute to the comedy special to help me get a nice venue, I'm gonna put the GoFundMe link below. So yeah, like the video, subscribe, help a brother out. Hope y'all having a great day. It's your boy Jay the Comedian. Holla at your guala. Deuces.